Dear students, welcome to the course EDS 101, which is entitled as Everyday Science. So, everyday science is the study of the scientific principles and phenomena that are integral part of our daily lives and surroundings. It bridges the gap between complex academic science and then practical observations we make constantly. Essentially, it is about understanding the why and how behind common events, technologies, and natural occurrence. So, today our topic is about science in personal and social perspectives. So, it's showing that science is not just a collection of facts and theories. It is a powerful tool that shape our lives on both personal and social levels. It's mean that science fundamentally enhance the quality of life and empower individuals by providing knowledge and tools. In personal perspectives, science help in health and wellness. For example, science has revolutionized healthcare from understanding the human body to develop life-saving treatments. It's mean that health and well-being understanding the biology and medicines allow people to make better choices about diet, exercise and preventing healthcare advances lead to the new treatments diagnostic tools like MRI and X-rays and pharmaceuticals increasing lifespan and reducing the suffering. In health and wellness, we can make informed choices about our health based on scientific knowledge, from nutrition to exercise and preventing measures. It's mean the picture showing that understanding the germ theory from hygiene, vaccines, genetic testing for health risk, nutritional science for dietary choices. In personal perspective, science also help in our daily life routine, like science empower into the fabrics of our daily routines, the technology we use, the food we eat, the transportation we rely on, all have a scientific foundations. This we explain with some of the examples that for our daily convenience, almost all modern comforts are products of scientific and technological progress. Reliable electricity, safe food storage, such as the refrigerators, efficient transportations and communications, for example, the internet and the mobile phones. In the same way, daily life science also playing to understand the scientific principles empower us to make informed decisions and solve everyday problems. Science also make a crucial role for our personal growth. For example, science foster curiosity, critical thinking, and problem solving skills. For example, a basic understanding of the scientific methods and scientific literacy help individuals critically evaluate the information, whether it is online health claim or a news report on climate changes, enabling more rational personal choices. In personal growth, it also encourages us to the questions, assumptions, seek evidence, and develop the innovative solutions. These skills are invaluable for personal and professional growth. Such as in intellectual fulfillment, science offers a framework for understanding natural phenomena, satisfying the human curiosity and inspiring the wonder about the universe. In social perspective, science also make efficient role in technological advancement such as scientific discoveries drive technological innovation, transforming industries and shaping the society. For example, from communication to transportation to energy, technology improves our quality of life and connects us globally. Such as the examples include the telescope and satellites technology enable the science of modern astrophysics and cosmology, which leading to discoveries about the universe expansions, black holes, and distant exoplanets. In the same way, computer technology and artificial intelligence, the inventions of the computer and subsequent advancement in artificial intelligence and machine learning have revolutionized fields like genomics and drug discoveries by allowing scientists to process massive data sets and simulate complex biological systems. In social perspective, science also making role in environmental improvements such as science help us to understand the natural world and its delicate balance. For example, it provides the tools to address the environmental challenges like climate change, pollution, and resource depletion. For example, to solving the global problem, such as research in the field of like ecology, physics, and engineering is essential for addressing the major social challenges such as the climate change, developing sustainable energy sources, ensuring food security through agriculture science, and managing the pandemic through epidemiology. In social perspective, science also making role in ethical consideration. For example, scientific advancement often raise ethical questions. Society must engage in thorough discussion about the implication of new technologies and their potential impact on individuals and community. For example, scientific discoveries such as heliocentric models or the theory of the evolution have profoundly shaped human philosophical and religious views. Newer fields like the genetics and artificial intelligence sparks intense ethical and social datasets about human nature, responsibilities, and the future. Science makes crucial and efficient role in economic growth, such as scientific research and innovations are key drivers of economic growth. They create the jobs, stimulate the industries, and improve the standards of living. It's mean, for example, the economic development and science technologies are key drives of economic growth. Scientific research lead to the new industries, improve the productivity, and higher the standards of the living. So now the question is how to foster a science-informed perspectives. Firstly, we should have a curious mind. For example, we embrace a lifelong love of learning and explore the scientific topics that interest you. The picture showing that everyday hands-on exploration, simple, accessible experiments, models, the scientific processes and foster a natural and immediate curiosity. Here the picture showing the experiment that dancing raisins, putting raisins in a carbonated drink and watching them sink and rise. So the curiosity spark that kids and adults wonders why are the raisins moving? So the answer is that the gas bubbles creating then lead to the question about density, gases and liquid interactions. Planting a seeds in a clear container, curiosity spark that people wonder how does the seeds know which way to grow, observing the roots always grow down and then shoot up, even if the seeds place sideways generate the curiosity about tropism and internal mechanism of the plant biology. Secondly, we can also foster a science informed perspective by the critical thinking. For example, question information, seek evidence, and evaluate the arguments from multiple perspectives. Such as science is deeply intertwined with the critical thinking, the scientific process itself is a formalized, rigorous approach to critical thinking. It provides a structured framework for asking questions, evaluating evidence, and forming the reason's conclusion. In the same way, science also playing for the scientific literacy to develop a basic understanding of scientific concepts and methods. For example, an excellent example of scientific literacy is an individual's ability to critically evaluate a news report about a new health claim, such as a superfood or a new diet. Science can also engage with environment by participating in science related activities like visiting the museum and attending the public lectures. For example, what is something you have always wondered about? We could explore a topics in the physics like how the gravity work, biology like why we are sleeping, chemistry like what make things burns, or astronomy like what beyond our galaxy. In the ethical awareness, consider the ethical implications of the scientific advancement and advocate for responsible use of technologies. Scientists' evidence of global warming and its causes raise the ethical awareness of intergenerational justice. Current generation must consider the moral responsibility to mitigate the climate change to prevent severe harms to the future generation. These are all about the science in the personal and the social perspectives. Thank you so much.